Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. This is your Nifty Guy, and welcome to today's episode of Decoding Nifty with me. This is the series where we analyze and decode Nifty on multiple time frames so that we are well prepared to trade the following day with much more confidence and clarity, right? Today's video is gonna be important because we will learn the importance of planning our trades and why we look at the market with a price action perspective and how we exactly plan our trades. So please pay close attention to today's video and first we'll discuss about the trades that happened and then we'll come down to discussing the plan for the next day. In case if you guys like the way I analyze and put out Nifty trading in a very simple way, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your trading friends and community. I'm relatively new here, but very consistent in posting content daily on the channel. So please share it with your trading friends as well and put down anything that you might have to say in the comments box, right? So on that note, let's start with today's video. And so for today, what we had planned was we will look for a short trade. You can go back and check out yesterday's video, which was for today's analysis, and you will be exactly able to correlate, right? So what I had told you guys was to look for a shorting opportunity below this particular level with a pullback. And in case if you are shorting, please look at targets around this level, right? And we were already planned to look for a long opportunity around these levels with a price action formation, maybe double bottom with a base formation, whatever it is, right? And this is exactly what had happened in the market, right? Now, say for example, we had not planned anything and this level was not there in the market. How would you have possibly thought of short, in case you were in a short trade, how could you have possibly thought of booking out your shorts around these levels, or in case you're not in a short trade, how would you have possibly made a plan of taking any longs around these level? Not possible, right? So that is the reason why I tell you guys, post market when the markets are closed and there are no moving candles to mentally or emotionally disturb you, that is the best time there wherein you can analyze the market holistically with a price action approach, price first approach, and that is exactly how you can plan your trades, right? So today, yesterday, what I right. Yeah. So this was the zone that we had marked yesterday, and as you can see, this was the trade that we captured today. I had also shared a short earlier in the day today explaining the importance of planning your trades and then trading your plan, right? Why I did not take any short trade around here? The reason was market fell into big green candles, and by the time the pullback came, this was the pullback, which was a pretty decent pullback. We were very near to our support zone, right? And who would want to short the market near a support zone? We would only want uh, to create a long opportunity based on price action. Obviously, price is supreme. The price could have simply broken this low, continued down, given us some more pullback, continued down. So that is something which price does, right? We do, that is the reason why I always say that we do not predict, but we plan. So I do not say ki I have drawn this particular zone, so Nifty will take its support from here. No, absolutely not. Nifty could have very well broken down below this and continued the downward journey, but this was a level of importance, and that was the reason why we already had it on our charts. And this was the reason I was also able to take this trade. I believe some of the other followers also have taken a trade. I had created a poll. I'm yet to see the result, but I saw around 2 to 3 people who had voted yes that they had captured a part of this particular move. Now, I could not capture the entire move which was there, and I'm sure nobody would have been possible to capture the entire move from right from here to here because of the volatility involved in between, right? And that is completely okay. Of this entire move, even if you're able to capture 20% of it, I think you get a good trade in your hand, right? Now, the reason for creating long over here, number one, our support zone. Number two, as market was creating a lower low, we could see a positive divergence on the RSI, our best friend in the market, which also doubly confirmed, okay, the selling might be getting weakened over here and we can see some buying in the market and we should definitely look at creating a long in the market in the in Nifty. So I entered longs around here. I exited somewhere around here. Now the reason for you, if anyone would have been asking me that this candle was still in the formation around here, why did I look at exiting? Uh, So I'll just repeat one of my key points. So in case if you are new here, I have repeated this in my past videos. I'll repeat it once again. And I'll also keep repeating it as and when we see similar price action in the future so that it gets imbibed in you. And next time you see something like this, you also can take advantage of it, right? I always tell you guys that when you see market having a parabolic move, right? That is exactly when you should look at taking quick profits. Because once market moves, gives a very big one-sided move, it usually is followed by a move in the opposite direction in an equally quicker uh, way, right? So that was the reason when I got these two big green candles. This was the first 5 minute candle, and this candle around here is when I switched actually to 1 minute time frame. And the moment this candle closed around here, this is where I exited the trade. And as you can see, post that there was a lot of volatility and market moved further upwards. So if I would have held on to my trade, definitely I would have made more money. But is it more money that I'm chasing? No, I'm chasing peace of mind and quality trades. And that is exactly what I do. I will never break my rules. And one of my rules is in case of a parabolic move like this, please be quick in booking your profit because it might have very well reversed from here. As we can see, after making a new high, it made a new low. So this is the kind of volatility that we saw today. First, Nifty fell one way, formed a base, broke out above day's high, again broke down below it, creating like a fake breakout scenario. That is again a reason why we do not trade uh, any breakouts or breakdowns without a pullback. So anyone who would have traded this particular day high breakout would have been trapped around here, right? So another lesson on this price action part here. Then again, market formed a day low. So this was here when I again came down to our support levels. Now the support had once proven itself. It might not be as effective, but the market did again take support from the same levels and gave an up move. But I was not interested. I had a decent trade in the morning, and I did not want to mess around with that. So that was the reason. This was the only good trade that was there, and thus seeing the importance of analyzing Nifty and focusing on one single instrument wherein you do not move moves such as this. Who would have thought after a fall like this, after a gap down opening, two big red candles at the start of the day, that we will see buying like this, wherein we are crossing the day's high, right? So this was the only trade. I hope there are some takeaways that you guys will have from this particular analysis of today's trade that we had taken, right? Now for tomorrow, let us look at Nifty on a daily time frame first. So for us, this particular zone still remains because no new high was created and we are still in between uh, two swings. So this particular zone still holds for us. We will keep it marked on the chart. For tomorrow, we will plan a short trade only below today's low. Just a second. Yeah. So we will plan a short trade below today's low. And obviously will be below this particular zone as well with a short pullback, and again, we can look at some positive price action around this level. Now, this is a pretty big support area, which is a gap border, which is a very big gap border. So, in case price comes around these levels, you need to look at price action very, very carefully if price art is taking support because this is a big area, right? This is not a small area like this. Uh, and prices might take support here, might take support here, might take support around the bottom. So, that is something that we need to observe and see. We'll just delete this particular line. This is of no more importance to us. In case if we just simply connect this as well. So Nifty has kind of given us a breakout of this trend line around closing, but I will still give you a even better entry. Yeah, let's use our good friend Fib that is coming of good use to us during these trades. We will again mark just the 50% line, right? Because the undercurrents for me are still bullish. So we'll mark the 50% level around here. So in case Nifty gives us a crossing above the 50, you can mark this zone as well. This is not a bigger zone from 880 to 924. Yeah. Okay. We'll remove the fib tool and we'll look for a long trade above this swing high. So the best case scenario would be a flat to a minor gap up opening, wherein market spends some time around here, gives us a breakout. After a pullback, we trade that. For a gap down opening, market will need to wait for the markets to break down below this, give us a pullback for a short trade. If we get a good enough gap up, we'll again look for some uh, gap filling, and then again we can look for a long trade, right? So these are the scenarios which can, in case of a big gap down, again we can see markets retracing a bit up above, and then we will see a short side trade. So again, this is something which we have planned. Not necessarily the market is going to replicate this, but this is something which we have planned in case of any favorable price action that we see, we will take those trades. Now, the best part about planning a trade and then the market not even coming close to your trade plan or your trade idea is that you do not tend to lose anything, right? Uh, because you are not taking those trades, and even if the market moves 1,000 point, you are not going to lose anything. Maybe you're not going to enter a trade, but that is something about setups which will give you winning trades, and that is an edge that you need to find for yourself. And yeah, that's it. Importance of, and again, in on a 15 minutes time frame, what we can also see is when market created this particular low around here on a 15 minutes time frame, there's still a divergence. So yeah, again, my bias would still be on the positive side or on the upward or on the long trades. When I will be taking any short trades, I will be trading with lower quantities and I'll trail them tight, right? So I believe that's it from my side for today. You guys can follow me on X and Instagram. I will be traveling day after tomorrow to Japan. I'll try to post these videos daily. The time difference, Japan is 3.5 hours ahead. So I might be able to post these videos just in time for you guys to see. But in case if I'm not, I'll not be able to post it. I'll try to make a short synopsis or maybe just an image kind of a thing, which I already post regularly on X. So you guys can follow me there so that you don't miss out on any trade setups which are there. And yeah, that's it from my side. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, post the market. Till then, have a good evening. Cheers. Thank you so much.